Hi guys, Rory46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with our career mode aboard the Aprilia. Round 14 is up next, Aragon, and then we go off to Buriram for the next race. So let's head off to Aragon, a track I don't particularly like. So let's see how we get on with the Aprilia around here. It is not too bad, straight through to Q2. So just gone quickest at the moment, but literally the only person to set a lap at the moment. But I don't think that lap time is going to be good enough. So I have to try and push a little bit more and hope that I can go a bit quicker. Yeah, the Aprilia doesn't actually feel too bad around here. Once I got used to the Aprilia braking markers, which are slightly different to the others. Yeah, it feels quite good. It does feel quite sluggish coming out of the slow corners though, so I may have to change the gear ratio slightly, but I don't want to compromise obviously that long back straight. Right through the reverse corkscrew. Still on pole at the moment, but I'd imagine the others will be finishing their laps very soon. Okay, this corner is a bit of a pain. I know, got it stopped perfectly there. Down to the bus stop chicane. Still on pole. Right, out of the chicane. Not the best of exits, but 3/10 under my own time. Just the last couple of corners to go, but it's only really treat it as one long corner. Okay, we've dropped to second now. I've gone in a little bit too hot, almost off track. Yeah, we're dropping down the order now. That was down to third. Now fourth. Back up to third, 10th off.
The end of the second.
Okay, so I actually finished down in 8th place, 4/10 off of Rossi's time.
In tomorrow's Grand Prix.
Not ideal.
Before the start of the race.
So yeah, it is a wet track race. So it is not going to, well, it's not raining. So the track will dry. So yeah, we're on soft front, soft rear, wet tyres. Few different combinations there. No one else on the soft front, soft rear.
Place on the starting grid, and everything is ready to start the race. Just a few seconds to go, and the lights at the Aragon track will signal the start of the race.
Okay, see what I can do. Try and get a good start. Here we go. Okay, down into turn 1, and Zarco's had a crash at turn 1. Oh, I've gone a bit wide there. Rins will be back up the inside. He's not. So currently in third place. That's not. Oh no, he's through. Oh, hello. They went in way too quick there, but managed to stay ahead. Did Rins. The other one was my teammate. Wow, they are going into the corners quite quickly. Okay, into this right hander. Oh. Oh, they've gone wide. They went in way too hot there. So back up to 4th place at the moment. Marquez down in 10th. Dovizioso out front. Rossi in 2nd. Rins 3rd. I'm in 4th. Viñales 5th. And Miller in 6th. Okay, right, got to get it stopped for this corner. I think I've gone in too late. Yeah, a bit too hot there. Not done any wet track practice at all, so I am taking it relatively easy on this first lap. I'm hoping that a bit later on, obviously the track will dry out. Hopefully I won't be too far behind to be able to attack, but already a second behind Rins. So yeah, it's looking like the front three are going to pull away. So the lap should start getting quicker now. That is going to be the wettest lap we do. So Dovey did a 1:56, I did a 1:58, so pretty much 2 seconds slower. So just going to have to try and push a little bit more on this lap to see if I can get back with him. That gap already looks like it's come down. It was over a second. Okay. It pretty feels okay in the wet. It's not spinning its rear or anything. I know I've got traction control turned up to 4. Down. Oh, a bit too hot into the corkscrew. The reverse corkscrew. Try and just close that gap down a bit more. See what it is at the next split. Right, try and get the next. It's half a second. Try and get this corner correct this time. Yeah, that was fine. Okay, on the brakes into the bus stop chicane. Try and get the run out. It's almost a second again, the gap, and almost a second back to Crutchlow in 5th place. So am I going to start going into no man's land now? Oh, that's a bit wide, yeah, on the green. Okay, through the final corner and onto the start finish. 1:53 for Dovey, 1:53 for me. I was actually slightly quicker than Dovey that time, but Crutchlow even quicker. Crutchlow is the quickest guy on the track at the moment. Okay, come on. So go marginally quicker than Dovey. Crutchlow is closing in behind as well. So it's all starting to close back in a bit. 0.6 to Rins. Just over a second to Crutchlow. On lap 3 of 8. Get the exit out of here. Try and get the run through the long left, turn 10. Oh, that's a bit too wide actually. Mess that corner up. Brakes for the next corner. Yeah, that was fine. Right, if I can get a good run out of this chicane. That was a bit better. The gap is less than a second at the moment. That was a better exit that time around. The gap back to Crutchlow is less than a second as well. Oh, I think that was maybe a bit too late on the brakes again. Just staying on track that time. Okay, on to the start finish. 1:53.4 for Dovey, 1:53.0 for me. Okay, now we're starting to pick up pace. Now, got to see if I can make up a few places. Can I get to the front? The track is drying out. Can start leaning over a bit more. The lap times are definitely coming down. 0.7. It was 0.6 last time through there. So there's definitely certain sections of this track that I'm closing in and other sections where they're pulling away. And the gap behind looks like it's closing in even quicker. Oh. Oh, I thought Dovi had lost the lead there because it looked like Rossi was trying to get up the inside, but he couldn't quite make it stick. So that gap is over a second now. His rims are trying to go around the outside of Rossi there. Not going to work. Not been a great lap from me. Okay, 0.8, 0.7 back to Crutchlow. But I don't think this lap has been as quick as the last lap. I've made a few mistakes in this lap. Oh, and again, too hot into the final corner. Okay, that's the line. Yeah, 153.2 and 152.9 for Miller. So Miller is on the move. No, Nakagami, 152.7. Okay, so we've definitely got some people going quicker now. And they look a lot closer this time around. Last time we came through this next split, it was what, 0.7? That before was 0.6. I'm guessing it's going to be even closer than that. It is 0.4. Is this going to be the lap where I'm able to make some places? My rear tyre is starting to go away from me. Through the reverse corkscrew. Oh, Rins was trying to get up the inside of Rossi there. Oh, Dovi's gone wide. Dovi has gone wide, but not wide enough. Staying as it is at the front at the moment. Dovi's still in the lead, but Rossi all over the back of him. Closing in a little bit on Rins there. I don't really know where I'm going to be able to make a move. I am running out of time as well because we're going to be coming around to start lap 6 in a minute, but a lot closer this time onto the straight. A bit of a big wheelie there. Use a bit of slipstream, but that wheelie definitely did not help. They get on the brakes for the final corner. Too hot. Keep messing up that final corner. Alright, get the exit out. There we go. 152.30 that time. Miller, what, 152.7. So Miller really is picking up pace. We're on lap 6 of 8. It's all closed in at the front. Oh, Rins was having a look at Rossi there. Dovi has got a bit of a gap at the moment. All over the back of Rins now. Really closed in. Around the outside is not going to work. Oh, he's gone wide, he's gone wide. Can I get the exit? No, I can't. On the wrong side as well for the next corner. Alright, just try and stay with him for now. Rossi switching to the inside, but not making it through. I've gone in too hot again. Rins trying to get up the inside of Rossi. Oh, Dovi's made an error there. It looked like he spun up the rear. Now he's lost. Oh, I thought he was going to lose both places, but he has lost the lead. So DeVizioso spun up the rear, and that sent him out very wide. Rins is up the inside of Dovi. I am right on him now. Through the right. Dovi's gone wide again, and through I go up to 3rd place. So Dovi is having some major rear end traction issues. So DeVizioso is struggling now. So we've got 2 laps to go. Dovi is almost in the clutches of Crutchlow. Or was it Miller who was in 5th place? Bit of a gap to Rins now. Miller's up to 4th, so Miller is top Ducati. 152.5 from Rossi, 153.1 from me. These two have picked up pace ever since Rossi got into the lead. This is the penultimate lap as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything about it. my rear is starting to lose traction as well. Oh, Rins has gone wide again. Half a second as the gap. Miller is less than a second behind. Vinales is up to 5th. Dovi is dropping like a stone now. Just a lap ago he was still in the lead. But through this next left is where he lost it. Marquez up to 7th. I got a feeling that they've really picked their pace up, the front two. There's not a lot I can do about it. Dovi down to 7th now. So Dovizioso dropping like a stone. I think he's well and truly used up his rear tyre. And now he is struggling for grip. He's down to 8th. Out onto the back straight we go. 1.1 behind Rins. 1.1 ahead of Miller. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. That gap is just too much. It wouldn't surprise me if they set another fastest lap of the race on this one. They were in the 152s last time. I was still doing a 153. 151.5, 151.8 for me. So that was my quickest lap of the race. But still slower than the front two. This is the final lap. I honestly think I don't really think I'm going to be able to get near those guys. They're still a few tenths of a second quicker than me. They may have gone for the medium rear and it's obviously kept itself together a bit better than the soft, because the soft is almost completely gone. It's not really overheating so much. It's just it's degraded quite quickly. Luckily this is the final lap, so a podium from this, considering we started down in 8th place on the grid. That's not too bad. It's a podium. Keep my podium run going. And more importantly, the two guys ahead are not in the championship fight at the moment. So I will extend my championship lead, because Marquez is down in 5th. And Dovi, I don't know where he's gone. I said Marquez is 4th now. Yeah, Dovi, who was leading. Oh, he's down to 10th. Nakagami's got him. So Dovi really suffering now at the end of this race. So yeah, I will extend my lead quite nicely. Onto the back straight. We've got 2 corners to go. Yeah, the gap's almost 2 seconds to Rins. So it wouldn't surprise me if they do another fastest lap of the race on this one. Into the penultimate corner we go, and then round and round. Then there's the exit, the final corner, turn 17, onto the start finish. 152 my last lap, so it wouldn't surprise me if the front guys were in the 150s on the final lap. No, they weren't, but they've done a 151 flat. Both Rossi and Rins doing exactly the same lap time on the final lap. So yeah, they really did put in the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. So Dovi down in 10th place, Marquez in 4th. Extend my lead to 90 points. And Rossi moves up to 3rd, 91 points behind. Oh, we've moved back ahead of the Ducati team in the team championships by 11 points, because Alicia's got some points finally. And we've got a nice lead over Ducati in the Constructors' Championship, 44 points.
Today, 3rd place is still a good result when you're up against riders of this calibre.
Well, it wasn't too bad. We still extended our lead, so yeah, not too bad at all, considering I hate that track. And it was wet, so done what I could.
The Doctor can tack another win onto his list. Rossi's on! Rossi's on!
Who says that? Who says someone is on? That's not a saying. I've never heard Keith Ewan say that in a race before. That is just a weird thing to say. Someone is on. I think he says it about Dovi as well. Or he has done. Right, on to Buriram next. So, Buriram, Thailand, round 15. 9 laps around here. Let's hope we can have another good race. Alright, let's go do qualifying for Buriram. Here we go. Not going well. Could not get through Q1. So starting way down.
Starting grid where the MotoGP riders are ready to start the race. Tension is sky high, but these guys are seasoned pros.
Now the good thing is, it's dry. It is going to be a dry race. Qualifying and free practice was in the wet. It was raining, and I just could not do a lap time. The Aprilia did not feel good in the rain, so starting way down in like 14th place. So yeah, not a good position to start, but I will try my best to make up as many positions as possible if I can. Already into 4th. Well, that was a good start through turn 1. Yeah, I couldn't even get through Q1. They were just so much quicker than me in the wet. So I'm really, really happy to see that it is dry. Just hope that I can, well, get a decent result over my main competitors. But yeah, FP3 did not go well. I was actually dead last in FP3, 23rd place. Could not put the kind of lap times together that they were putting together. So yeah, dead last in FP3. A little bit better in Q1, but still not able to get through to Q2. So started obviously down in 14th place. So not a good position to start. But we're already up to 4th, and we're still on lap 1 of 9. So we've got a way to go. And I do feel like I'm going to be able to get past Vinales, because coming out of some corners I seem to be a bit quicker. It's just breaking into the final corner. They are much, much stronger. They seem to be able to get the bike stopped quicker than I can into the final corner. So Vinales and Marquez in 2nd and 3rd. Dovi in the lead. I'm in 4th. Dovi 1:31.7. I do 1:33.7. So exactly 2 seconds slower than Dovi on the opening lap. Got to see if I can do something about the guys ahead. If I can finish on the podium here, that would be great. That would be a fantastic result considering where I qualified. I would pretty much take that as a win. Definitely get a better exit out of that hairpin. On the wrong side of Vinales again though. Oh, going in too hot. Yeah, as soon as I saw the braking mark, I knew I was braking a bit too late. Vinales looking up the inside of Marquez, but not close enough. And again, but again, not close enough. He's having a look. Dovi is getting away at the front. These two are not getting away from me, which is good, because hopefully I can get on the podium. Not really under threat from behind at the moment as it stands. But yeah, the Aprilia in the wet around here just felt pretty damn awful. Done the best I could. 1:30.4, only 0.4 slower than Dovi on lap 2. Still slower, but that time's not too bad. We're not too far behind Vinales. I think I've got a slightly better exit at turn 1. Can use a bit of slipstream as well. Maybe put up the inside for the hairpin. Oh, no. Not quite close enough. Is he going to go wide? No, he's not. Can I get the exit though? Because I was getting better exits in previous laps. I can. Up to 3rd place. Next up is Marquez. Okay, tipping into the left. That was... Ooh! Vinales trying to come through there. He's probably going to come up the inside through here. No, he's not. That was much better for me that time around. Marquez looks like he's moving around a lot. Okay, try and close him down. I'm not going to be able to do anything about him in this final sector. can stay as close as possible. That will be fine. Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. On the brakes into the final corner. Dovi is about to cross the start-finish line. 130.0 for him. 130.7 for me. Dovi is really on the pace now. I'm pretty sure last season it was it Miller around here who was really, really strong? So the Ducati seemed to go well around here in the game anyway. Okay, we are with Marquez. Can I break him into the hairpin? That's a bit of a lunge. Can I get the bike stopped? Yes is the answer. Up to second place. That is not bad going at all. So we're on lap 4 of 9 and we are already up to second place. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about DeVizioso. His pace is too great and that gap is too big. But second place, I will take that. That is, well, it's a better result than Aragon. And yeah, considering I started down in 14th place, I will take that quite nicely. So definitely damage limitation here. DeVizioso will close in by 5 points if it finishes as it is. So that is not too bad at all. I will extend my gap over Marquez. And of course Rossi as well. Don't even know where Rossi is in this race. Okay, on to lap 5. Okay, time to start the final lap. Let's get this one done. Second place. That is a result. Lorenzo's up to 5th. Now down to 6th. But that is a good result for Lorenzo as well aboard the Honda. Back up to 5th as well. 6.4 to Dovi now. 1.5 seconds back to Marquez. This has been a good result. Job very well done for this one. But yeah, I think I was more lucky than anything that it was a dry race. If it had been a wet race, I think I would have really, really struggled. Had no pace in the wet whatsoever. So FP3 dead last, and Q1 couldn't quite get through. 4th quickest in Q1. Okay, 0.7 seconds to Dovi. He's going to be crossing the finish line any minute now. That wasn't a very good exit, but it's fine. So Dovi is about to cross the finish line. There he goes. Now just got to get to the finish line myself. Second place, I will take that. They were closing on the final lap, but I did make a mistake through that right-hand kink.
While the riders complete their victory lap and return
there we go. My fastest lap wasn't actually that much slower than DeVizioso's fastest lap. There we go. Look at that. 85-point lead. Right, Marquez is out of it. Rossi is out of it. Oh, 2 points. That is very, very close. Elise did not score any points that time. 39-point lead over Ducati. 4 rounds left to go. So 100 points left on the table. So yeah, it's literally just between me and DeVizioso. And I could potentially wrap it up at the next race. If I finish ahead of DeVizioso, that will be job done. That will be title 1 aboard the Aprilia.
Here's DeVizioso, who takes top step on the podium. DeVizioso's on. DeVizioso is on.
He said it again. DeVizioso's on. On what? What is he on? I know he's on the podium. That is... that's just such a weird thing to say. Never heard anyone say that before. Okay, there we go. 2 good races there. 2 good results. 2 bad qualifyings. Okay, let's look at all the championships, starting with Red Bull Rookies Cup. So, just 1 point separating Yuki Kuni at the top and Salvador in second place, Carlos Tate in third. Fourth is Dupasquat and fifth is Noguchi. So that one is really close. 9 points separating the top four. Moto 3, Canet is still leading that, but Dalla Porta up to second place, just 19 points behind now. Antonelli third, Messia fourth, and McPhee up to fifth place. Moto 2, just 1 point separating Schrotter and Marquez first and second. Baldassari only 4 points behind in third. Luti fourth, and Fernandez is way behind now in fifth place. And MotoGP, obviously, I've got a nice 85 point lead over Dovizioso. Marquez in third, Rossi fourth, and Cal Crutchlow in fifth. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.